We've come for you, Volron!
Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest?
My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely watering grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shiro, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own satisfaction. To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I should look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you. You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help!
Double Demon Fang!
First aid!
I owe you one. Try this!
Be gone.
Searing flame!
Infernal Torrent!
Reload! Shining
Demon Fang!
Dance to the wind! Air Force Flame of Soul confiscated!
Double Demon Fang!
Pierce evil!
A wall to shield
Raging Star!
Barrier!
More where that came
I owe you
from!
one.
Enjoy.
Healing Heart! First aid!
Double Demon Fang!
Searing
Double
flame!
Demon
Reload!
Fang!
Take this.
Mega Ray! We have power of water!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this.
Radiant
Can't get out of this!
Here! We
Just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down! This!
Did we get him?
He's open!
Let's
Go! Double Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth!
Swallow Blade!
Try
Try this! Take on! Infernal Torrent!
That's my cue.
Double Demon Fang!
Shut him down.
We natural
Die.
energy. Where that came from?
Infernal Torrent! Try harder! Now!
I
owe you one. Double Demon Fang!
Fool. Entertain
Try
me.
harder! Not a chance!
What's
Double
wrong?
Demon
It's in your
Fang!
hands now.
You'll pay for that! Ignite!
I'll bring you back from
Swallow Blade!
Raging
Try this!
Cascade.
Infernal Torrent!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! I'll bring you back from death to this. Arch
Double
Seal!
Demon Fang!
What's he planning?
Now this is
This looks
enjoyable.
bad. We've got to stop him.
Take this. That's
Double
far
Demon
enough.
Fang!
Steel Force!
This is over.
Dance in the wind!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either! Lightning! Downfall! Will this help? Light healing circle!
Double tap!
Thank you much! Flame of fury!
Too fast! Try harder!
I'll trip it up.
Take this.
I owe you one.
Can't get out of this!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll face you!
Here's evil!
Infernal Torrent!
Hydration orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Benediction light.
Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuffed up!
Take this.
I never miss!
That's
Armor
far
won't
enough.
save you!
Lightning
Denied!
Another
Demon Fang!
Raging
I'll grind you into dust!
Swallow it! Dance in the wind!
Not now. Use too much.
Gravitas field!
How about some of this?
Confiscated! Mega ray! Annihilate! Here, let me help!
Fool. Yes, this way. Your pain feels like? I couldn't make it in time. Entertain me. What?
I'll bring you back from
What's
death.
wrong? Now we're not...
Can't swirl! Resuscitation! Here! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Enjoy.
Gale force!
Double demon fang!
Raging cascade! Here! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Double demon fang!
I'll heal you all!
Ready and raring!
Now this is enjoyable.
Take this!
Healing circle!
Die.
Ready! Searing
Enjoy.
flame! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Compass engulfs you!
Breeze if it's in the sky, it's mine! Annihilate!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Another incantation ruined.
Double demon fang!
Take this.
Dance in the wind!
Begin. Far enough.
Double demon fang!
Take it. Don't hurry. I'm all right.
Here's a
Still
healing
standing. Here. Die. Here. Forgive me. This is my fault. Fool.
No, it won't end like this. A new lease on life.
Take this.
In here.
Die.
I'll be saving this one.
Enjoy.
Being interrupted.
Tempest swirl.
Not
Warrior
done yet.
Blood. Reload. Confiscated.
Take
Here's a
this.
healing
In a
arm.
vine?
There. Just like that.
Double demon fang!
Gale force.
I am not beyond fury.
Into the honor won't
Save you! Denied!
Light astral Astral energy.
Say no more.
Got him! It's all over. Vol Run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's... How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as traitors. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerless, they're only for domination. They never asked to rule. No one did. What do I do? You're one. You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants!
shot!
In here!
Dance on the wind!
Flame of fury! More for this...
Resonate with the earth!
Glacial spear! Here's the arrow!
Unleash lightning!
Here's a healing art! First
Forgive
aid!
me. This is my
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Unleash lightning! Elusive deed!
There!
Rotating pile driver!
I fulfill you right power! Double demon fang!
Where are you going?
Anything in armor is in a bind!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Slide! Begin!
Listen!
Fight! Coward! Infernal torrent!
Here, let me help! Still got some fight left in
I owe you one!
The tempest engulfs you!
Aaron! Hold! Double demon fang! All salvation ready! Double demon fang!
No, it won't end like this! I couldn't make it in time.
What was I thinking? Shining! Take care of...
It's on!
Healing circle!
I owe you one! Everything! Double demon fang!
Still got some fight left in me!
Take this!
Unleash
Forgive
lightning!
me.
Not today!
Infinite slide!
Try this! Infernal torrent!
Raging cascade!
Double demon fang!
Sealed!
All shall bow
Healing
before me!
circle!
Thanks!
I'll bring you back
Accept
from
your
death's
fate!
abyss!
Double demon fang! Unleash lightning!
Is this it? No rest for the wicked.
Mega ray! Let them mark me!
you.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Hydrating orb!
I've used
All
too
shall
much.
bow before me!
Hear me!
I'm not done yet! This should do it!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
I'll face you.
Double demon fang!
Not in your dreams!
Double demon fang!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Know your place.
Swallow blade!
Elusive genie.
Kneel before your sovereign!
Glacial spear!
Your life will end here!
Elusive deity.
Lancer!
He's about to attack. Sim, we need to stop him.
Where are you going?
Double the
Can't
flame
get out of
inside me!
this.
Yours! I am true sovereign! All others shall be banished!
Fear! More for the stop time! Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
Here's a healer!
Can't move.
Aaron, take it!
I'll bring... Back from death's abyss!
I shall erase everything!
Not on my watch!
Allow me to help.
Radiant pierce!
Double demon fang!
Lightning! More with
Double demon
lightning!
fang!
Lightning again! Thunder blade! Back into
Double
its
demon
way!
fang!
Annihilate!
Double demon fang!
By the power of fate!
Stay away from my friends!
I can carve through. Dispel.
Double demon fang! Ignite! I owe you one! Double demon fang! Out of my sight!
Benediction alive. You require help.
Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worm! No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down!
Elusive deity.
Tiger blade!
Hitting
Powered
pile
up!
driver.
Sleep
Can't
now.
get out of this.
Critical!
Tiger blade!
Engulfs you.
Ready to go!
Elusive deity.
It's
Something.
You need to be healed.
Mighty of fall.
Let the marksman handle this. Here! I'll bring... Where are you going? I'll be saving this one. I'll bring you back from death abyss. Not in your dreams.
I shall be the ruler of all things!
War without me. Glacial Spear! Here's the
This should do it!
In here! Lightning! I'll be
I can carve through armor!
Gemini Aqua! Hey, Lightning Orb! Mega Red!
Nothing gets by me!
Steel!
Show you true power!
Steering Flame! Reload! Now it's back into the fray! Sleep now! Steering Flame!
Unleash lightning! Double demon fang!
Raging Flame! Reload!
Blade! Kneel before your sovereign!
Glide Slice!
Run!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing?
Victory! The throne! Everything finally belongs to me! Powers! Rules over and crushes those who call it his wit! You are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renaissance.
So, now we put Xian's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
What? Xion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A dark Master Core?
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads, We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia? We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose, but whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden, whether I really am a descendant of Naori, those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she... Hey, Shion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what—
All right, then. Well,
I'm hungry.
you're hungry.
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't you—
Oh, right. I forgot. So you have your rations, and it's enough—
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them.
So wait, if you're not
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why?
Everyone in my group is doing it.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else—
I was afraid that something like— The people in this capital are—
Are you saying someone who got their will back—
Definitely. This is—
It seems like
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people.
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're... We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds... As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they...
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? Didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be...
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis...
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't...
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner...
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring...
Last taste buds are still like a kid.
Don't make fun of me! We all need...
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't...
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick them.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you...
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hardy about rock salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we...
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any...